Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 12 of Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. It's a good job I never put the Sid Meier's at the beginning of the title. It would be here all day. 20 minutes of video just to read the game's title out. And it's bad enough trying to get through Europa Universalis without tripping over my words. So this is the 12th video of this series in 3 days. I am still really enjoying it. I shall probably get most of this series recorded within a week or two if I carry on at this rate, which is not a bad thing because it means I'll have plenty of time free to play XCOM 2 when that comes out at the beginning of February, and I will be playing XCOM 2. I don't know why I'm avoiding Miasma, because we can quite safely walk through it. We do know that there's an alien nest down here, which is kind of the problem. We keep getting too close to it. I don't really want to go all the way around. Actually, that's a nest there. So as long as we don't go too close to the nest that's on that lodestone, or that floatstone, we should be okay. You are going to go and sit on this tile now. And we'll dig that up on the next turn. You can just stay there on alert. Don't really need you for anything right now. And I think we're making decent everything. We're certainly making decent money. We're making positive diplomatic capital, which I like. We've completed our wonder. We've built the Ectogenesis pod. Not all that useful, but it does give us extra food in the capital, as well as giving us some diplomatic capital. Now, it is 5 per turn, not just a flat 5. Good. And everyone likes the fact that we've built a wonder. Fantastic. So that was keeping our capital busy for quite some time. Got a lot of interesting things that we could build that we don't really need. Cloning plant would increase food and health, and also extra production from xenomass. Sure, yes, we'll definitely have one of those. The Germans didn't like us too much for building that wonder, I don't think. At least I think that's what their issue was. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Yeah, that was actually a decrease in respect. Constructing that wonder was short-sighted and frivolous, much like a cousin of mine. Okay. Fine. Well, I don't care. We're still making diplomatic capital. We've got that farm built. Again, we haven't really expanded. Well, we're not going to expand onto tiles here. We do have to pay to expand our borders around here. The problem is we've pretty much run out of tiles that are worth expanding onto. And we don't really want to have to move any of these cities. We could go ahead and just destroy one of these and set up another city down here somewhere. We could grab these vents, which could be quite useful. There isn't an awful lot down here. Or should we get another aquatic city somewhere else? Is there or even a land city, come to that. Is there a spot that's really worth having one? Not right now, I don't think so. So what I will do is I'll just get these workers just to carry on building farms for the time being, just so that we've got some tiles all covered up. Now let's continue to go down here. I'm not sure if there's another alien nest here, but there's a lot of units around. I'm not going to attack them. We might get attacked back ourselves. I think what I might do, as there are so many alien units down there, and I don't really have anything else that I want to explore. Well, actually I do. I do want to head off to the east. So I'm going to send this guy forward. And we'll actually use him to... Do we automatically clear miasma on a tile once we upgrade it? I just want to check something now, and I'm going a little bit off on a tangent here. Workers can remove forests and marsh tiles. Miasma, no yield. Any unit that ends its move on the tile will suffer damage. It can be removed, and workers can be safeguarded from its effect by researching alien biology. Because it does seem that some of these tiles did have miasma on them, and that the miasma has been removed, but whether it just removes the miasma automatically before it builds the improvement. I'm fairly certain in Vanilla Beyond Earth that you used to be able to build an improvement but leave the miasma on the tile, because it was always a really, really ideal thing for harmony units, because you could just sit in the miasma, so you could just basically make your all of your terrain miasma. Maybe they've nerfed that. Maybe harmony units are no longer immune to miasma, because that does make it a little bit overpowered when you can just sit in your own terrain and get healing every turn, and your enemies are essentially taking damage every turn. Maybe they've changed that mechanic. So, 2 turns to construct our expedition down there. And we are going to bring that other explorer down, because we want to try and grab as many of these aliens that are down there as possible. We're going to use those as a bit of a defensive force. Maybe at some point even an offensive force if we need to. Let's go ahead and finish that, because we can. That gives us 280 culture. Thanks very much. Didn't give us anything else, unfortunately, but that's fine. What else do we want? You are still heading up towards here. We'll just make sure that... I don't think his city has grown, because if it had, it would have pushed our boat out, so we're okay there. It might grow to that tile. I suspect he'll probably expand to the basalt or the titanium or the copper next. That shouldn't be a priority tile, so we should be okay. These aliens haven't attacked us. Let's go down there a little bit further if we can. This worker has finished. Right, let's go and get you over onto this tile then, just so I can see what's going on with that. And see if you actually... So we know there's definitely miasma on this titanium tile. So we'll see what happens with it. This explorer, you are... got to skip your turn, otherwise you're just going to end up in miasma. On to the next turn we go. What is that button there? Is that... communique log. Ah, right, so it's this thing up here, I see. So I can bring that up there. That's actually quite useful, knowing that's there. Alien nest discovered. That's a little bit too close. We could certainly go and get rid of that. Do I have a spare thingy up here? No, it's only got alien scarab beetles, though. Those things are generally really easy to get rid of. I think we can go ahead and kill those, and probably even kill them off with the old drones here. Do a fair bit of damage to them on a single turn. It will annoy the aliens, but we don't want to have their bases too close by. So we'll try and sort those out. Just get rid of that nest. You're escorting a worker. You're probably sending it to there, maybe. I don't know where you're going with it. But let's continue heading on up in that direction. Then we've got to head across the water. We do still have open borders with that guy. Yeah, that's a lot of alien units there. Is that an alien nest? No, it doesn't look like one. It's just a forest. We'll keep trying to head east if we can. You are now going to get through there because it's a little bit safer for you. You've now finished, so you're going to head over here and you're going to try and grab some of these aliens. We'll start by trying to grab these wolf beetles if we can. So it's very much going to be a case of grab an alien, heal up. Right, so you've arrived on the miasma. You do have the ability to clear miasma. And if I tell you to build a mine, you're actually... Are you going to clear the miasma first? We'll have a look and see what happens with that one. Because I'm sure at least one of these tiles had miasma on it when I was building the plantations. Almost certain. I could be wrong, but I had a feeling that was it. So he's taking some damage from the miasma. Build one quarry improvement. Okay. Floatstone quarry. Well, we do intend to build one of those. And Terrascape.
Yes.
Level 3 reached impurity. Does that give us anything particularly useful? Does it actually tell me what that gives me? I get something for level 5. Level 2. Looks like there's a lot of levels where you don't actually gain anything. Which kind of makes me think sort of, well, what's the point? Used to have a whole list of extra stuff that you get. Now, not so much. So we were going to go down this tree, getting extra strength against alien life forms. I think we carry on with that. Certainly not a bad thing. What do we do if we get the first 5? We get extra 5% strength and range strength. That's not too bad, I suppose. It's a bit generic, but it'll do. Let's get you across to where we want you to go. You have finished building that farm. Okay, we can upgrade floatstone now, so let's go ahead and get that done. You are going to try and snake your way through here. Yeah, we've discovered a nest. There's a lot of aliens here. This guy's probably going to get attacked. We'll have to see how that goes. You are going to head down here also. Oh, actually, you were going to go down here and try and grab... No, you're not. You're the different one. That wolf... Ooh, wow. That is a pretty big thing. That is a Makara. Now, it'd be really nice if I could grab one of those. Alien Adaptation, Xeno Swarm. When do we actually grab the... Alien Domestication? It's quite a long way off yet. We've got 3 more techs to grab that. So... We're going to leave that guy alone a little bit. Don't know where that wolf beetle went. He could probably do me quite a lot of damage. I think we're just going to leave him alone and hope he doesn't do anything to us. We do want to try and get rid of these aliens here. We're not necessarily going to loot the nest straight away, but we are just going to sit on it to stop anything from spawning. I think that's the plan there. You must be sending a trade route down to us. We are going to be breaking our relationship with you quite soon. Yeah, these guys are now getting killed by all of the units. I fully expected that to happen, to be honest. Once we ended up within 2 tiles of a nest, the aliens nearby normally attack you, so that's not surprising. And there's a lot of aliens down there. I mean, I don't really need to go down that end of the map. I was just curious as to what was there. So, Elmur has finished whatever that was building, its network. So do we want to go and get that thermohaline rudder for an extra 3 science? Guess we do. And Jaren has finished its network also. So let's get the lab first actually, plus 3 science in the lab. Hopefully we're not going to run into too much nasty crap in the water. There is a sea dragon there, which he's probably going to take out himself, but it's not going to take his city, so I might as well just get rid of it. I don't want it to move over here and kill my scout. So that's why we're dealing with that. You actually survived somehow. If we move here, we've moved away from the nest. We're no longer within 2 tiles of either of those nests. So they may not attack us. They still might, but they might not. Right, we're standing in miasma, which isn't fantastic. So we're going to go down here and we're actually going to go and leash this guy. And then we're going to move you sort of back out the way. Hopefully this thing doesn't come and kill the Explorer. It'd be lovely if we could actually capture that thing, but we just don't have the tech for it yet. You guys are just going to stay there. Hopefully he'll leave you alone. And you guys just stay there on that top of that nest and heal up for the time being. I think we'll put you on the hill. You might be slightly better there. So you're still working in the miasma. Yeah, you are actually just constructing the mine. Yeah, the mine is done, but the miasma is still there. So it didn't automatically clear miasma. So maybe those tiles didn't have miasma on them and I was just getting confused. Let's go and construct a floatstone quarry. And again, more people declaring war on each other. Right, what have we got going on here? Choose production at our capital. So we've built most of the stuff that we actually want to build. Some of these things could be useful. Some of them are worth building because sometimes, this is one of the things that differs the most between Civilization Beyond Earth and Civilization 5, is sometimes you look at certain buildings and go, there's no point in building that because it's useless. But then sometimes when you build one, you get a mission that allows you to grant it an extra yield of something that is useful. And then you end up thinking, oh wow, I actually want those in all of my cities. And I can't remember what all of them are, which is the downside of things. We don't have any domestic trade routes, so those are pretty useless. We might as well get the Xenofuel plant for 5 turns. Let's have some extra energy coming in. This thing has finally finished its trade depot. That took it a long time. I'm not going to go and I'll just buy the trade route. So what is going to help this city grow more quickly? A cloning plant, potentially. That would help. That's the main thing that's going to give it food. Or, well, actually the grow lab, because then we get extra food resources from fungus. 12 turns for a grow lab. We could just buy that. Vivarium is 4 turns. We'll work on the Vivarium. And then we're just going to go and straight up purchase the... Not the cloning plant. We want the grow lab. We've got loads of energy. We could just buy loads of stuff. Get the grow lab. Get the feed site hub. Get the cloning plant. Get the Cyto nursery. And I think we're good there now. This actually means this city will grow quite quickly. What tiles is it currently working? It's actually... No, it is working the decent food tiles, I suppose. That's not a decent food tile. But at least it is giving it some food. It's giving it some energy as well. So it'll pay for itself over time. 5 turns until it grows. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. You still need to get over here. Looks like you're safe for the time being. His borders still haven't expanded yet, which does worry me a little bit. Now, I can't move out of this tile without moving within 2 tiles of the alien nest. It did confirm my suspicions. I don't think they've actually attacked me. But I can't get away from the nest because the only tiles I can move to would be this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. They're all within 2 tiles of these 2 nests. Or I can back out the way I came in. Try and go around the outside edge. Might be the plan. We'll try and let him heal up first. We will clear this miasma. Just because we might as well. He hasn't actually attacked me. Now that doesn't mean that he isn't thinking about it. So we are going to back up. We back up with both of these units. And we're going to move forward with this explorer. I really wish I could do something to get a big boost in science right now. Why have you all of a sudden woke up? It's because I shot at that sea dragon with you on the last turn. You're going to stay there. I don't think he's actually aggro. And we're not near a nest, so he should leave us alone. Should. Yeah, he's actually backing off, so that's good. So we're going to heal this guy up. You can actually move forwards now. You're just going to heal. And we'll have a look and see if we can grab some more aliens. Choose production in Fjaren. You've completed the laboratory. I know I'm probably saying these names completely wrong, but since when have I cared? Do we have any titanium on this city? No, we don't. So the alloy foundry isn't all that useful. Recycler could be. Just general extra production. But let's go ahead and get... Actually, let's get the thorium reactor first for 3 turns. And I also know what I forgot to do. I forgot to go and purchase the trade route. So we want to go and get a trade convoy. Don't think we can get another one. No, apparently we can. How many trade convoys can we have? How many trade routes have we got free? Maybe I've just built one more than I need to. We'll check that out on the next turn, see what happens. So let's get you over here. So we still have open borders, so we should be able to get there safely. You guys can sort of move back forwards again now, I guess. Just put you on alert. You guys just stay on alert. There's no aliens nearby, so you don't need to worry. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing as well. I'd love to be able to capture that thing. I hope it hangs around the area safely until I've actually got that that technology. It is quite a way off though, which is a bit worrying. We have a quest decision. +1 repel range from ultrasonic fences or trade convoys not attacked by alien units. To be honest, I've not had the issue with either of them, and this is normally a quest you get very, very early on. But there again, there's not quite as much value in ultrasonic fences when you A, have a sea city, and B, when they don't always repel aliens, because that's the way they used to work. They used to just automatically repel all aliens within a 2-tile range, or a 3 range if you pick this one. But the problem is now, they just kind of reduce the chance of them coming in. But if they're hostile, then they can still come in. I think we'll go for the trade convoy, though, because we don't want to lose them if we can help it. I'm not too worried about our cities taking any losses from them, so we should be fine. Okay, so we can start working on this on the next turn. Then we can finish our agreement with that guy. We've cleared that miasma up. That is quite nice. So as we've done that, let's go sit and heal up for a turn or two. And you guys, I'd love you guys to be able to come down here and try and grab some more aliens. So we will send you down. You're not quite close enough. And getting you to stand in miasma to do it's not a good idea, but we will try. Establish a trade route. Okay, so we don't have any outposts. We can go to a station. That'll be quite good. We'd actually give it more food. Or we could trade with one of these other civilizations. That one would be quite good. That would give us a lot of energy, and I also see you get a certain amount of resources through trading, although it seems to be 1 for 1, so what's the point? What's the point in trading with somebody for 1 for 1 resource yields? Oh, but there again, I wouldn't be losing anything. So he'd gain a Feraxite, a Xenomass, and a Titanium. And I would gain a Xenomass, a Feraxite, and a Titanium. But I wouldn't be losing either of them. Well, okay, that makes more sense. 3 science per turn is pretty tasty. I don't think we need an internal trade route. There again, we could get 5 science per turn if we went there. That's more like it, isn't it? Go for that one. Or do we want to go for the Golden Bell Temple? I think we go for that one, because we're not actually trading with it right now. We do have another trade convoy. No trade route slots available. Change origin city. Sharon has a trade route slot available. So let's send you to there. Maybe I should have done this one the other way around. I notice I haven't had any trade routes stop working now. So do trade routes just carry on forever, or do they automatically renew? Because I haven't noticed trade routes actually stopping what they were doing. Establish trade route. We can actually go to this city and get 8 science per turn, plus 1 petroleum, 1 ferraxite, 1 titanium. We'd get 8 from there. I'm giving them quite a lot as well, which I don't really want to. 5 and 8, 5 gold and 8, 5 energy and 8, 6 and 7, 3 and 8. That's the best one then. We'll do that. That's going to be a good route for us. You want to go for that one again, do you? Fine. That'll give me a little bit more diplomatic capital. We're saving that up now. We've got well over 1,000. And we need to choose the production here because we've gone and finished that vivarium. Okay, so there's still a lot of nice stuff that we could build. We don't have any xenomass hooked up here. Observatory could be useful. So will the network, so will the lab. The lab's quicker, so we'll go and get that. We can actually move you onto the this tile now. So that's going to be 2 turns. You are going to move down here. As long as we don't go too close to a nest, we should be fine. You can stay there just to protect this guy. And that's all we can do on this turn, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Rising Tide. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.